Does it happen to you that you are watching a wonderful video? They are showing you how to do a craft that you really want to learn how to do it. But then they say, cut a rectangle of 30 centimeters by 12, and you are like, oh, why do they use centimeters? Or vice versa, they say it in inches, but you are more used to the centimeters. It could happen as well that you are working in your patterns and then you read something like, all our patterns have 3/8 of the inches seam allowance, and you are like, oh, what is that? I cannot really get that. The truth is that we sometimes have a little bit afraid of the measurement, but measurement is just a comparison. When you measure, you compare something with something else. And that's it. In our case, what we measure usually is length. So this is what we need to compare. We take something, and that's something that we take, we say that this is our unit. For example, any day a customer can come and they say, oh, please, can you shorten this by 2 fingers? And I know what you're saying, that not all the fingers are cut in the same way. Unfortunately, if they were, that would be awesome. I know, for example, with my fingers, that my fingers are a little bit thin and long. So I just show to the customer, this is what you want, that's the amount. And the customer say, yeah, or a little more or a little less. And it's all done, that's it. I know usually that a finger more or less is about 3/4 inches. If the customer says 2 fingers, then I know that is around 1.5 inches. And this is what I'm doing, I'm measuring. This is as valid as using the ruler. And I know what you're thinking. What if the customer is too picky? If the customer is too picky, it doesn't matter either. Because a pickier customer, they will say, oh, cut exactly 1.5 inches. And I will know what to do as well. And I know between them both there are a lot of kind of customer, but you just have to learn to, and adapt to every customer. I know about older seamstresses back in my country that they say that tape measurements were overrated. They didn't need that. They used a piece of tape and they took all the measurements with that. A mark with the pen for the vertical measurement and a knot for the horizontal. Sometimes they don't even take any vertical. They just say, okay, is she too tall or whatever they knew in their mind. Right now in our society, we have 2 predominant systems, the metric system and the imperial system. The imperial is the one that uses inches, foot, yards, and the metric system is the one that goes with centimeters, meters, kilometers, etc. So if you are Canadian or Dominican or both, you pretty much are used to both of them. In both places, the official system is the metric system. So we use kilometers to measure distances, but we use inches to measure people. And the height, oh, I am 5'5" or 5'4". But which one is better? None of them. It doesn't matter. They are both perfectly accurate and perfectly good. A little bit better than the knots, just a little bit. In my particular case, I always used centimeters when I was in the school, but then when I went to fashion school, I switched to the imperial system. Let me show you the ruler. Say hello to the ruler. The ruler comes like that, and as you can see, pretty much all the lines have different values. I put it here so you can see a little bit better, but this is pretty much a copy of this. Pretty much the bigger lines will delimit the inches. So you have the number, you have the 0, you have the 1, you have 2 inches. You can see it here. This will be like 0, that's 1 inch, that's 2 inches, 3 inches, you see? You can see it perfectly, and you see that this line is thicker than everyone else. If you see between one line and another line, you have 1 space, 2 space, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 space. Because the inches is divided by 8. This is what confuses us. The centimeters, you will divide the centimeters by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the centimeters you divide it by 10, while the inches you are going to divide it by 8. And divided by 8 sounds a little bit artificial, but in fact it makes things very easy, because when you divide it by 8, then you can really calculate half, 1/4, 1/8, even 1/16. So you can go in 1 inches to have so many. You have 32 little measurements. As you can see, 1 inch, you can divide it by 32. So it gives you like a very approximate measurement. You really don't need to divide by 32 when you are tailoring, but there are a lot of industry that really need to be that accurate, because if I am not mistaken, the 1/32, I don't know if I pronounced that well, is smaller than 1 millimeter. So we could say that the imperial system, if you need it, it can be way more accurate than the metric if you need it. But in general, it's easier because you just divide it in your calculator. Although when you are sewing, because you sew half of it, when you are sewing, you mostly divide it by 2 and by 4. And with the system, as I showed you before, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, with the system, probably it's so easy and you don't have numbers that big. For example, you said that your bust is 36 inches, but then if you are using the metric system, you could say that it's around 91 centimeters. To divide 36 inches between 2 or 36 inches and a half by 2 is so easy because you don't have a big number. But if you have to divide 91.5 by half, still, like, you do it so often that you really don't have any problem doing that. But you want to do mental calculations when you are pattern making or doing the tailoring, that I feel like the imperial system is a little bit easier. I have to admit that when I'm making patterns for bra, very often I switch to the metric system, because sometimes I have to divide by 3 and I don't have big measurements because I have the measurements of the cups. So because I don't have big measurements, it's kind of easy. And as well, I can use the calculator and divide by 3, because divide by 3 in the metric system is kind of more accurate than divide by 3 with the imperial. That's the only disadvantage that I found, that when you have to divide by 3 makes everything a little harder. In general, I'd say that you can just use any system. Remember, measurement is measurement. If it's 1 inch, it's 1 inch. If you want to talk about centimeters, then it's 2.54 centimeters, and that's it. Let me show you the fractions. So if you have a ruler, this tells you that this is 0, this is 1. So you have 1 inch, and you can divide your inches in whatever you want, but mostly it's divided by 8 or 16. But let's go with the 8, which is more common. And let's just try to show you every part, every color. So let's say that we have 1/8 here, like 1 square of that is 1/8. And then we could say that we have another 1/8 here, another one. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we have 8. So we could say here that each one of those colors is 1/8 of the inch. In 1 inch, you can find 8 of those. So 1 is 1/8. And then when you put together 2 of them, you have 2/8, which is the same as 1/4. Why is that? Because if you see, you could get 1, 2, 3, and 4. So as you see, 2 of them is the same at 1/4. And then if I say, okay, I want 1/4, but I want a little bit more, like just a little more, how much do I have then? We have 1/8, 2/8, and 3/8. So 3/8. And then if you go 1/8 more here, what do you have? You have 1 more, you have half. You see? If this is the inch, you can see very clearly that this is the half of the inch, right? You add 1/8 more, and then you have 5/8. You have another 8, and you have 3/4. Another 8, and then you have 7/8, and another 8, and then what you have? You will have the full inch, like that. So why do you need those measurements? As soon as you understand those measurements to sew, or at least to planify your pattern and to do your alterations, gets so easy. For example, when you are doing patterning, when you are patterning something, you know that you will have to give some sort of seam allowance. Usually you make bigger seam allowance for the more straight pieces that you are gonna sew, and more narrow seam allowance for the things that are curved. For example, in the neckline, you will give 1/4 or 3/8 maximum seam allowance, while you can do 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch to the side, let's say, of skirt. In the alteration world, these small measurements really have a great significance because always the measurement has to be multiplied by 2. For example, if I'm going to take in the sides of something, and let's say I'm gonna pin here and take 1/2 inch, what happened? This 1/2 inch, as soon as you close it, it multiplies by 2 because you have 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch this side, so the total will be the full inch. Which system do you like? If you find this video useful, please give us a like and don't forget to subscribe, share, comment. Bye!